So welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video of this Bricks and Minifigs versus Ben, Reckless Ben situation. And hey, this is wild. Wild. I mean, just to give you a summary, it's alleged that, well, it's not alleged, they actually have a contract. However, a family went into Bricks and Minifigs to try to get them to help sell their Lego collection. They signed a contract. The Lego collection is estimated to worth over 200,000 US dollars USD, and they got some payments, I believe, not sure. However, the family had been trying to get back their Lego collection, or what's left of it, and they're unable to, so they call Ben, the great Ben, Reckless Ben. And Ben has been doing all types of shenanigans. I mean, this is literally a movie by itself, right? So let me not spoil anything for you. Let's just get into the video and you'll see for yourself what's going on. Let's get into it.
Search warrant. Stand up. Step outside, everybody. No, don't move.
This is the story of how I got swatted, all because of Legos. The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent two guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. And for some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
Dang it!
So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still gotta get the Legos back. Yeah, I made a promise to this family that I was not gonna stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the two owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing down the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was, I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Basically, before this court case can get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry, but the person...
So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day. And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone.
It's crazy.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
I like how we should just have this conversation outside.
Right. He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Everything's good, honey.
What the heck?
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone with corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay, let me go and be right back.
Well,
You guys will not be here.
no, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us. We're just waiting.
I can already tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
Dude, the police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
Oh my gosh. Cop cars.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house?
We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
He's got his lights on.
Oh, shoot.
He's pulling us over.
My name's Oscar. This is American Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't stop that.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. So you said you ran a stop sign?
Huh?
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like,
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
Stopped.
Yeah. I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben?
Me?
Ben? How's Utah?
It's good.
Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here, so I just explained to them the entire situation. This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set. The only problem is it's a crazy story, and the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000. $200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, when the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? He said he didn't have his ID, but he's just straight lying to me about everything else, so.
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even, get to talk to him and we're in trespass.
So, dude.
But one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted that you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tint, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're getting pulled over again?
And it was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about
Yeah, well, thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
Good, man.
They're like after us, dude.
Yeah, right. You see that who's Ben? Yeah, they were there because they were waiting on you, Ben. They were waiting on Ben right then and there, hoping that he'll show up at Josh's house or Brian's house, Brian Bess's house, not Brian the owner, but corporate Brian. So it was a lucky situation that they were there in the neighborhood and they saw the car. Because Ben went to the corporate office first, they had assumed that Ben would try to go to Josh's house or anyone that owned the company that closed down. They were like, let's just prepare for this guy because we think he might come around. And if that's the case, I think that they have either watched some of Ben's videos and saw him did this in a video prior or something, or hey, they actually were doing real police work right here. They actually thought about the process and they were like, he's gonna go to Josh's house. Could be wrong, but hey, you never know. When someone decides to do their job, they do their job. And I know you heard that. Ben, how's Utah? Yep, they're on you, Ben. They're on you like mac and cheese. So my bad. So I had said there's another Brian who is a part of corporate. Correction. That other B, letter B, is not Brian. It's Brandon Bess. So my apologies. Let's get back into it.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I took his trophy and destroyed it.
Yeah. Wait, guys, let's throw it off that thing.
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello? Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
Why Brandon came out like Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like, this man came out like looking cool as F. Like he was ready to throw down Ben. Damn.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court. And I gave him plenty of time to speak.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, But
then the police showed up, and again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody else.
No, he stole $200,000
How
with
do you know this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store. He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying.
Well,
to
that's a lie. So we.
Okay, hold on. I'm still
okay,
talking.
I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it. And he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in court.
If you come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him.
I have a very concerning question. What type of legal, or let me put it this way, what type of professional experience does Brandon and Josh have? Because based on their actions, I'm assuming that they've done this before, or they know the legal loopholes like the back of their hands. It's as if I have a feeling that either one of them is either a lawyer, experienced lawyer, or something that's close to it, or an accountant or something that's close to it, because these men are cunning when it comes to we not paying you. Let's get back into the video.
So I decided to see if I could find Josh online to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Guys.
Yeah, they all look the same. No.
Joshua Johnson.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
Lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
What? You see, I told he had experience. Damn, I guessed it before it actually popped up. Damn, man, I knew that one of them had some form of legal experience in terms of how to avoid paying you. That's effed up. Let's get back into the video though.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me, because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're gonna go to hell. Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is gonna be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never gonna listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home, but on our way back, this happened.
What? Pull over again? For what? How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Fort Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, what's your name? Are you Ben? Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
What's going on, sir? You gonna sit on down here for me for a minute, sir. What brings you here?
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the Harvard Second Ward. There's been an audio going around with the young men group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you like everything.
Who's that?
So
I guess
from? That's him.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us. The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle. Really? So he's going to do that. I'm going to put this away, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pockets for me, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Like this, the vehicle will be searched, okay? I'm going to have you stick by with my sergeant.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So, you didn't find
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is.
My main question is this: why is it that the police officers are allowed to redact their own videos? I strongly believe that in order for a video to be redacted, that there should either be a transfer of those audios to another station, another police station that is 2 stations away from the one that would like their audio to be redacted or the video to be redacted or whatever the case may be. I strongly feel like it should be a law that states that no one in a particular station can redact their own audio or video, and no one who used to work there, even if they were transferred to another station, if you work at this location for 2 seconds or 1 second, you cannot redact this video or this audio even though you are 2 stations away. Just based on the fact that you've been to this location, you can't touch it. You can't touch it. It should be a situation like that where it has to be, the videos or audio has to be transferred to another station that is 2 stations away, where no one is familiar with it, the other person, and the station that is 2 stations away should be allowed to like listen to the audio and then determine like whether or not this audio should be redacted, yes or no. I'm telling you, if that was supposed to become law, man, you'd see less redacted audio and video. I'm telling you, less redacted audio, video, written files. There will be no more redaction. Everybody would be like, oh yeah, let's leave it alone. Let's let it get out there. Let's get back into the video.
But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right?
Right.
there's a constriction, which is dilated, and then
Do you
not.
notice it?
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Go ahead and look at him.
I'll look at you.
Yeah.
You do see it?
So
it's crazy. I have no idea because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand, what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm gonna have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
Walking a very dangerous line, which can get you hemmed up a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Did you hear that statement? It doesn't. Did you hear that statement? The officer said to Ben that it's not worth it to be locked up in Oregon when you're from Cali. But wait, that's not the statement that I'm asking you if you heard. This is the statement that I asked you if you heard. We play differently here. That's some dangerous statement, man. The officer is basically telling you, Ben, that you're in a different legal system than the one you think you're actually in. When you're in Oregon, you guys need to listen carefully for certain things, So that statement alone would have made me sit and think about it and be like, the cops are literally in on this thing. I thought that Ben was joking at the beginning, but then, as I said, the first officer, he gave everything away. He gave everything away. When he said yep before Ben finished his statement about the reason why he was at that franchise location and why he's there for the first time and what he's trying to retrieve, I knew that there was something fishy. But man, these are different officers, totally different officers, and you could clearly hear the same stance, the same statements repeating over and over, which means all the officers are actually in on this. It's sad. It's really sad. The FBI or CIA might get involved in this situation, and when they do, or if they do, a lot of these officers are gonna be arrested, charged, and whatnot. Let's see what happens, because let's be honest, these are police officers. They protect each other. Let's get back into the video.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really gonna have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, "I stole a dying man's life savings," and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
What are you guys doing here? So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you. This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
Hello. This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call, you know, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Yep, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper, so.
Does not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
Well, these are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it?
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
Ben has had the cops called on him 3 times so far. Think about that. And he's only sitting in a car, which I'm assuming the car is across from Josh's house or maybe a little further than that, and the cops are being called on him more times than a regular criminal. And this one cop took the documents, said that he's going to serve the documents, and came back with the documents to say that the documents are false. If the documents were false, he would have arrested Ben right then and there. He knows that the documents are real. I have a strong feeling that he knows that the documents are real. However, he's just saying that to get rid of Ben. But then again, Ben knows that it's real because he filled it out himself. And he has a document processor or a server beside him ready to serve the document. And if I'm a document server or processor, whatever you want to call it, no disrespect to the profession, I would literally have checked to see if the documents are real or if it is fake. The officers have the ability to check with the courts if these documents are in fact real or fake. So if this officer is saying that these documents are fake, why didn't he go inside his car and call it in to check? I strongly doubt that he checked anything. I may be assuming here, I may be reaching, but I think that this dude is friends with Josh in some way or form. Either they went to the same kindergarten or the same private school, they call it, same high school, same church. They have something in common. He wouldn't be just saying this. He's not pulling this one out of his rear end just because he want to pull it out of his rear end. He's pulling it out of his rear end because he's trying to, tell Ben to get lost. Let's get back into the video.
Why is he saying that you guys went on the property?
Because he wants us arrested so he doesn't have to go to court.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah, well, first, so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us. And we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go the legal process,
Which is
find
what
an
we're
actual
doing,
process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is she is the exact person that you're describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was wrong.
You see what I'm talking about? I want you to take a very good look at this situation right here. Now, that's Josh's house. I don't know if you remember when that member of the church actually went to visit Josh to kind of tell him, hey, we heard you swearing on God that you would return back these items and whatever the case may be and whatever. I don't know if you remember the scenery, how everything looks at Josh's house. Look at the front of this house. You can see that is Josh's house. See, that's Josh right there. He actually came out and he's sitting on the step of his house with 2 officers in front of him. Bear in mind that the same officer that is talking to Ben right now tried to give Josh the papers and Josh didn't take it, but those 2 officers are still talking to Josh. Something is strange about this, and that something is definitely off about entire ordeal, you know, but I could be wrong. Let's get back into the video.
However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, have a good race your day. Okay, see ya.
Damn.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Oh, sure. The
For
paper?
what?
The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go. Well,
They think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
You see how easy that was? This cop, who I still don't think that he came to do his job, because he just came and the only thing he wanted was the documents. I don't think he came to do his job like he was actually supposed to do. I think he came to kind of investigate on behalf of Josh, just to see if the paperwork is actually legitimate, just to see if it's valid. That's what I think he came for. If you notice, when he called the court office, he sounded very strong. But then right after, the person on the other end of the phone call told him that, yeah, this is something that's actually in our court system. His voice dipped just a little bit. He kept it a little consistent, but it dipped. It dipped just a little bit. Let's get back into the video.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, we're trying to find you back.
Am I being arrested?
You're under arrest right now.
Really?
Ben got arrested. Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever is public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the Bricks and Minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They're like a huge clan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now, there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them. Which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
We're starting a GoFundMe. Yeah. What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family. Yeah. You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Look at your stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
But after going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're gonna take it down.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, you know, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio, so when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give back? Is it an occasional crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I mean, I guess, but that's not...
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are. I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time, and when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay. I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay? Put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked, And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay?
It's
That's
on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
But right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay? Let's put him in the back of the car.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
Okay. My name's Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And I have it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video.
Remember what I said that you learn every day? This and coming to realization from that first video that I made. This is the moment that Ben was coming to a realization that this task that he has taken on is far greater than what he had thought. He thought that this was a simple matter, that he would have been able to 1, 2, and get it over with. It's now sinking in that it's going to require more than 1, 2, 3, A, B, C to achieve what he's trying to achieve, which is to get back the property for the family.
But I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
Directing Park Police Department, make yourself known.
Search warrant. Stand up.
Step outside, everybody. Come on.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Okay?
Yeah, this cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant. The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise. It's evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously.
even though he's acting like a crazy person.
Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
And I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the rails, jump right through. I used to travel, sing along, sweet chance to.
Back right?
Yes, now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail.
Damn. Imagine trying to do something good and you are being treated like this. I don't know. This is a crazy story. But something tells me that Ben is not gonna give up, man. Ben is not giving up. Ben is not giving up. If I was corporate, I would be like, as I said before, just give him what he wants and get it over with. Because if you think about it, so many things has happened. There's so many things that had happened. Ben has been arrested so many times now that it's bound to cause some form of I can't give up now, because you've turned this issue into a my issue as well. I think that's how Ben is looking at it right now. So corporate has to just prepare for a fire up their rear end, because this entire team is not gonna stop. Let's get back into the video.
Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail. But this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us, but this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure it out civilly. I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story, because I think he said, might have said we had heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them to that we're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe.
Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
Alright. Good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What other questions do you, like, I guess, have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly, like, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point for that. Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe to get him his money back, and I'm the one, getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
It sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, like it's for a good cause.
How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started, I think they...
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel. From my understanding.
This detective is not trying in any way or form to get to the problem, to the bottom of this problem. Think about it. Why is it that he is so focused on wanting to pin the point of whose idea was it to come up with a GoFundMe? I have a feeling that Ben is gonna be arrested right after this. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but he's too focused on Ben as the leading individual. He's trying to put Ben as the leading individual in this situation, even though the other guy said that he took over from Ben because he didn't want Ben to get arrested anymore because he got arrested too much times already. This detective is not trying to investigate this case, trying to properly and fairly investigate this case, and it's an unfortunate situation. But I believe if it's not in this video, maybe in another video, that they're going to try to arrest Ben, and it's going to be an unfortunate situation.
Was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else he will get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, and that was our solution.
But I was wrong.
We're going to book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I...
Yep.
Can I get my back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's going to... He has cuffs for you.
Will I also be able to hear Josh's side of the story? Because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Well, I did not want to be right, but damn. See, I'm still trying to figure out why did the detective arrest Ben? I don't understand. Let's get back into the video.
But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me. And when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail. So now I have to wait a month in jail. However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Let's go, man, yeah. The illegal act that I committed was mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal for us to do that.
I mean, if that is true, if the illegal act that Ben committed was mentioning that Josh stole whatever, and he mentioned that in the GoFundMe, and that's the reason why he was arrested, Ben was arrested, I mean, that's fair. But is it a true case? That's the question I would like to ask. Let's get back into the video.
Now, I just have to wait for court, and honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble, and if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up and get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail. But I finally accept my fate. I failed, and now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So he rings the doorbell, and he's like, "Is Mr. Snyder here?" I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Can I deliver a message for you?" He's like, "How could you deliver a message?" He said it just like that. He was like, "Just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest." Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video,
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for. Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now. Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here. What's going on? What the heck is that thing? Can you let us on that? But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them. If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it. Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt. And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So go right now, it's gonna be sick. And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico. Anyways, part 3 is now live on my Patreon at patreon.com/RecklessBen. Also on Patreon, you'll find tons of behind-the-scenes content, plus the movie I made that all the streaming services rejected once they saw how gnarly it was. And all of the money I make goes directly towards trying to fight Bricks and Minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here.
Yo, I gotta give it up to Ben. I gotta give it up to Ben. This man has done some gnarly things, man. His creativity in terms of how to combat a situation or a clapback, to say the least, is amazing. I could watch this over and over and over and over again. I mean, it's sad that the police officers keep arresting him and Ben is trying to do everything in the legal way. It's a very sad situation. But I guess everybody in this situation is going to say that they were just doing their job. But let's think for a moment. Were you actually doing your job or were you actually being biased? Remember to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.